All right, Kyle, first, we got to start with the European trip. What were your takeaways from that trip?
One of the best experiences I've ever had. I really appreciate the coaching staff for putting us through that and allowing us to experience that, because I don't think that's something that we can ever replicate ever again. Having 15 of your closest people on the team, including the coaches, and that's in the same area. Traveling to different countries, making new experiences with. So on that aspect of it, it's great. On the basketball side, great experience as well, because we got to play against some, guys who are older than us, veterans who've been playing for a while, and we're very physical. So we got some of the new guys that transfers in, some of the freshmen got a great opportunity to play against some competition before we start practicing and understand what they have to work on, what they have to focus on, and then we can start getting into the preseason practice now. It's all going to flow nicely. So,
is an experience a trip like that something that maybe people overlook, that just want to say, oh, your scholarship dollars are worth this, and college players aren't getting paid, but those experiences are in addition to what you get to do in terms of playing college basketball. Is that something that maybe isn't appreciated by enough people on the outside, that you guys get those experiences too?
I don't think people appreciate that enough, because the fact that we got to see all that, it's life changing. You get to see different cultures, how they work. Got to go sightseeing, see all that stuff, and then also get a basketball side of it too. That's something that I don't think people appreciate enough. And Eve being able to go back to his home country, that was good too. So I think everybody really appreciated it.
Anything stood out, like food or anything like that?
Yeah, food was definitely different, and it was hard for me because I'm a picky eater. So the food, the change was a little different. I'm a big bacon guy. I love bacon, and the bacon in Spain is not the same bacon we had here. So that was hard for me, but it's definitely good. It was definitely a good experience.
Warm sodas, probably, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, from a basketball standpoint, where do you think you've improved in the off season?
Definitely, just trying to compete every practice. Coming out and trying to make sure that I'm locked in, make sure that I'm talking, communicating on defense and all that stuff, and then also trying to make sure that I'm a better finisher around the rim. Trying to put those baskets in, getting offensive rebounds, putting them back. Extra possessions, just focusing on all that stuff. Nothing too serious. Just trying to refine the things, as my role on the team. So I'm not out here trying to work on my guard skills as much. I worked on that stuff a little bit. I went and worked on that with Admiral, but kind of just my position and my role on the team, trying to make sure that I'm getting better at that. So.
How's your shot coming along? Because I know that's something that you worked on, try to, the high release point, things like that. Where's that?
Yeah, Coach Bond's really big on the high release. So, I've definitely been in the gym working on that a little bit, trying to work on my mid-range. I worked on my behind the arc shot a little more, but I think it's coming along nicely. I think it is, I think I had a little bit of a shot, last year, but, I don't think I got to use it as much, so we'll see what happens.
The competition with the new guys, especially in the post, there's some more guys, and Admiral sliding out to the wing, although he can still play the post some. But what's that competition like in terms of how you view this team's potential this year?
I think it's good, because we have some guys coming in. We have a little more height. We got Zach Kent, 6'10". We got Darren Walker, 6'9", 6'8". So we got some guys come in who can really play that position now. And then with Admiral sliding up to the wing, he can really play both roles. Some practices, when some guys have to go run or do whatever they got to do, and he has to slide into the 5 position, it's like he never left. He can still do it. He can still bang down there. He's still finishing. Sometimes he can score down there better than some of us. So I think that the depth is definitely spread out a little bit more, and I think that's really going to be good.
Well, I'll ask the bigs questions about the little guys and the guards about the bigs. Who's the best passer on the team? Because Coach Barnes said you guys could probably spit out 1 through 15 or 16 in the order of rank them on who's the best at all the skill positions. Who's the best passer on the team, do you think?
On the team or on the guards?
On the entire team. Who do you think is the best passer?
I think it's going to be hard to just pick one. We have a lot of skilled guys, but I think that just personally, if I had to think, to spit out like the first name I can think of, is probably Jordan Bowden. I think that he's got a really good passing skill set, and even last year as a freshman, I saw that. We were running plays, special situations. You got 3 seconds on the clock and have to make like full court passes. You know, it's really good. But I think the first names that come to mind are him and Grant, probably the first names I think of.
You had a transition coming from Canada. Pons is coming from France.
Yeah.
What can you say about what he's dealing with?
It's a lot different because for me it was just kind of a little bit of a culture shock. I came over and it was a little hotter, environmentally, and then the food was a little different. People dressed a little different, spoke a little differently, but it wasn't too crazy. I feel like I'm right next door. Like next door neighbor. He's an 8-hour plane ride away coming in, so. He's having to, sometimes I talk to him, I feel bad because he'll look at me and he'll just say, like, you talk too fast. So then I got to slow down a little bit. And then, sometimes I know, people are talking to him on the court, I'm like, he probably is not understanding because they're talking a little too fast. But, for the most part, when I came in, I thought he was going to need a translator. He can really speak English really well. So he's doing, I think he's doing fine, but it's a lot different for him, different languages, different foods, all that stuff. Because we went to Paris, we went to France, and I saw what they eat there. It's not too different, but there's a difference. So he's experiencing a bigger culture shock than I had to, so I can understand where he's coming from.
All right, I'm gonna need your insight. We talked a little bit about the trip to France. We haven't really heard anyone say what Coach Barnes was like on the trip. What can you tell us about Coach Barnes on this European trip?
I mean, Coach Barnes was Coach Barnes. He was, he was good. Everybody knows that Coach Barnes off the court is an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Just caring, funny, childish at times. So to go to another country with him was definitely fun. Off the court, he was awesome. He's at that point, where he kind of just wants to see things and relax. When he's not playing basketball. So. He was definitely a cool guy to go on the trip with. But, on the court, he was the same old Coach Barnes, making sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do, doing their jobs, don't turn the ball over, all that stuff. So.
Interesting that another country got to see hear how funny Rick Barnes is. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, appreciate it.
No
Nice
problem,
talk.
man. Thank
Thanks.
you.
All right.